I don't really have a question, but I don't know. I'm just a bit confused. I think I've overdosed really on watching people talk on YouTube and stuff, and maybe that's the problem. But well, I want to talk about experiences anyway.
The trick with problems is you never know what the problem is. The mind comes up with ideas about what the problem is, but it really doesn't know. We're not even sure whose thoughts are whose, let alone who has what problem. It's just a clusterfuck. We never know anything, really. And then we're like, I think it's because I've overdosed on YouTubes of non-duality, or I think it's because my partner says da-da-da-da-da, but we never really know. We don't know. God knows how energies appear or what happens.
Yeah, God knows. But what I wanted to talk about was, these experiences, we have these experiences or awakenings, and we feel like, oh, this is it, like you've arrived.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, there's no arrival point.
Yeah.
But yet, when I listen to people, I can see that they're not attached. They're not attached to the emotions and the dramas that come. And when you've had an experience for a few days or a week, say,
yeah,
you're not attached, and then that goes, you feel like you're not there. You have lost it in a way.
Yeah.
The most recent experience I had, it was like it went on for about 3 days, and it was like every thought was seen through instantly. I realised I didn't know anything, and I understood exactly what people meant by free fall, and there was just no one left. I totally got it. But yet I got it, and I was so amazed that I'd got it, and it was laughable, but at the same time there was no one that got it. I saw it basically, and then now I'm back to, well, I don't know if I'm back. I don't know if I've gone backwards, but all I know is that things are happening. I got into a jealous thing with my partner, and I was in it. I couldn't really see that I wasn't in it. I couldn't separate myself from it, so I felt like, oh, well, I'm not there then, am I?
Well, firstly, the two fake ideas that came up was, I am there, and then I lost it.
Yeah.
There are two, because who would get there, and who are you judging that should be a certain way? How do you know how the character should be?
Yeah.
And what do you even know freedom to be?
I don't. I guess I felt like it was having, especially listening to you, it's been quite freeing, because to hear that, the character carries on, and sometimes when you describe your personal experiences, that really helps. And I've been going through these sort of dramas, if you like, and I've been feeling them fully, and I feel like, well, maybe if I went back a year, I would see there's a difference. I'm not quite so attached. I don't know, and at the end of the day, I don't know if it matters.
Yeah, because you're still looking at liberation as something that happens to a person in time.
Yeah.
Who do you think waking up happens for?
Well, no one.
So you can never judge waking up, because you can only judge waking up like it's how the confusion of the person begun. You can only judge waking up by the illusion of the person. So you can only judge it by what the character does or doesn't do. And then you think, the character's not enlightened because it does this. But that's still the character that's saying that.
Yeah.
What happens in waking up is there's a shift from being that bound person to everything, but it's not for the person, because the person carries on appearing in this. So right now, who's hearing me? Who's hearing the Lisa voice?
Well, it's just there.
Yeah, and you know yourself by the appearance of it. The same way as you know yourself by the appearance of the character. as the appearance of the room, but the character wants to keep coming back and saying, okay, I'm not awakened because I got jealous. Jealousy is so normal in the human body and in all animals' bodies.
I think the thing is, this is it. Why I think I've gone wrong and I can't be there is because I reacted, like I got jealous and I sent a nasty text. And I felt like what I should have done is got jealous and felt the jealousy.
But it's not. Yeah, but it's not the person that wakes up.
Yeah.
That's the illusion. This is where the person's coming back, believe it or not, and the person thinks it's coming back through its bad reactions, but it's coming back because you believe that the waking up is a personal thing. What's happened in those couple of days that you described, but it's so unknowable, you can't know this at all intellectually, is that the energy that was claiming to be the person faded, and there was this energetic expansion back into everything, and everything was watching. Then the person comes back in and says, I'm not enlightened because I'm jealous. And then begins to feel more and more like you're that person again, and it was that person that experienced everything. But that person can't experience everything because that person appears in everything. It's never the person that wakes up, but there's so much change that happens normally in the person with waking up that we associate them as the same thing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Well, there's so much change. So normally, I think like, what's his name again? There's one guy that says it's like in most cases 70% of the neurosis goes. But I mean, even that's setting up a false character, but there can still be neurosis, but a lot of the neurosis go. If the person keeps thinking that it's about not being neurotic, then the person's claiming to be the one that's enlightened again. It's not the person that gets enlightened. The person was never the experiencer. It was that energy that kept saying, I am the person, I am the person, I am the body, I am. There is everything, and the person comes and goes in it. You will never see your own enlightenment. You just are enlightened. You can't see your own enlightenment. As soon as you see it, then you're back in the personal world.
But is it a constant seeing, or is it always...
No, it's not a seeing by anyone, it just is.
Yeah.
Who hears now? You can't know that you're enlightened, but it's not the person listening. It's not the person that's waking up. Who hears now is perfect, brilliant stillness, which is everything and no one thing. And I can feel energetically even saying that's a bizarrity, because who feels it? But this is just the stillness speaking to stillness, that this is known there. Just the person keeps coming back and going, it's like those movies, Freddy's back. Like it keeps coming back and saying, I'm waking up. And keeps looking of the change of the character to mark its own enlightenment.
Yeah.
The character still goes on doing its crazy things. It's most probably a lot less neurotic and a lot more easy to live with in certain cases. I can't say that actually. Maybe it's harder.
Yeah. Oh. Sorry, my daughter just came in. I told her to shh. Yeah. Are you still there?
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, maybe I should let someone else have a go.
Oh, lovely to speak to you, Jem.
And you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Okay, take care, bye.